Hello, boys and girls, it's your old friend RJ City, and today we will be watching the trailer to 2012's A Christmas Story 2. By far the most recent film I think I have ever watched. Ever. And this is more of a Christmas story. I guess it's supposed to take place 4 years after the original, even though it's filmed in 2012. Needless to say, the entire cast is different, but they're playing the same characters, which are no longer the same characters because the entire cast is different. What was the name of the... Gene Shepard was the guy's name. It was the original was based on his writings, and I think he narrated it. This one, I think, is claiming to be an official sequel in the sense that it's based on the film that was based on his writing, but I believe this script is entirely original because even Gene knew once you get to this age, just can it, whatever. There was also, and I believe 1994, another sequel, which maybe wasn't a sequel in a direct sense, but it was called My Summer Story, and it had Kieran Culkin and Mary Steenburgen and Charles Grodin as the old man, which made a lot of sense if you had to recast this. But now, as you will see, they didn't do that. They did something else. So without any further ado, let us watch the trailer 2012's A Christmas Story 2.
It's the most beloved Christmas story of all time.
Again.
And this holiday season, Ralphie is back.
Ralphie?
Now he's a bigger kid with an even bigger wish.
Holy jeez.
A Christmas Story 2, the official sequel. The timeless tradition continues with all your favorite characters. Randy.
Zurg's minions are everywhere. I just can't trust that son of a...
Ralphie's best pals, Flick and Schwartz.
Oh, here we go. Elf fight.
It's a different Santa.
Mom.
Pete's sake, no. I heard you sniffle.
And the old man.
It's a clinker! Friggin'
No!
In an all-new, heartwarming movie.
I want to see what it's like behind the wheel just once.
Oh my God.
To brighten your holiday. This holiday season,
Can I get a slinky?
A slinky? You waited 2 hours in line to ask for a bed spring?
the fun is just beginning.
Babies will hire anybody on Christmas. We'll work our butts off 12 hours a day. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here.
No.
And family is a
motion.
gift.
You should be honored your father lets you go with him. Ralphie didn't get to go fishing till he was well past puberty.
Ralphie has all the luck.
That keeps on giving.
This is for you from Aunt Clara. That is too adorable for words.
This again.
I can
Okay.
think of a few.
A Christmas Story 2, the official
Same
sequel.
movie with-
Isn't it beautiful?
It's risen from the grave.
This is the greatest Christmas in history.
Own it on Blu-ray combo pack or download to own. DVD 2-pack also available.
Wow. It is a perfect gift for the holidays if you don't like someone. Well, all I really have to say is holy shit, and I should just end the video there. First of all, don't open with footage from the original. You're just going to upset people. I understand what you were trying to do. If you like this, you will like that. But when you put this so close to that, then you will see that that is not this. That is that, and that is hard. That is that in a very hard way. That is the most that there could ever be, and we want this. We want to go back to this. We long for this. But unfortunately, you then slap us with that all over our face. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. It's taken place 4 years after the original, apparently. So I guess it's in the 40s or the 60s. I don't know how the past works. And yet, it's very much 2012. People and faces. There's faces that just don't exist anymore, and they were in the original. They should have called this one A Christmas Story also. You know what I mean? Like A Christmas Story TOO. And it could have been about, now Ralphie is older. They could have done that whole, like, National Lampoon's Vacation kind of thing they tried to do, where it's like, now Ralphie wants to have Christmas like his old man and get everyone back together, and it's a modern world. It's the 70s, maybe. What is Daniel Stern doing in this? It's what I want to know. How bad, you were in a classic Christmas movie. You were in 2. They had sequels. And you guys did it. You guys fucking nailed it. You stuck the landing, which is so hard to do at any time of year, let alone Christmas. You guys did it with Home Alone. What are you doing? And City Slickers. The Legend of Curly's Gold was not that bad. I'll take that to my grave. I'd like to hear the arguments otherwise. But I think it's one of Jack Palance's finest roles. I know the plot was a bit contrived. We're getting off on a tangent here, but I will say Daniel Stern did it with Home Alone. He did it with City Slickers. What are you even doing in this movie? Why did you even look at this and say, not only should I be in it, but I should be the old man? At least they bothered to make the new Ralphie look like the old Ralphie has aged. Although it is kind of fucked up when they put him in like the exact same clothes but bigger, and like he doesn't change at all. He just got larger, and instead of a BB gun, he just wants to drive a car. It's very much the same movie in that regard. The mom is okay, but it doesn't even matter. Like, once you skew the old man, what difference does it make? Put a mustache on Ralphie. Who gives a shit? Daniel Stern looks so much like Daniel Stern. At no point is Daniel Stern ever someone who I would consider to even embody the spirit of the old man in the way perhaps a Charles Grodin would. Daniel Stern should not be. He's a wackier guy. He is a lankier guy. He's never wise on film. And that's not even a good or bad. That's just like an observation. So for him to be in the old man role, they always respect his opinion and, commands respect, and then everything comes undone. He should not be doing it. I don't know what else to say besides he should not be doing it. And you can tell we're in trouble when they speed up the film. When they make that kid walk fast down the stairs. Then we're in, down the escalator. Then we're in trouble. I guess so they started working at the department store as perfume salesmen to save enough money to buy a car. Of course, the other kids, I guess, don't seem to have parents in the scenario. And then, what else? Instead of the bunny, it's the sailor costume. Okay, fine. And, the fireplace. Something wrong with the fireplace or the furnace there. And, he's yelling, something's going to happen. Okay, fine. And then, out of nowhere, the leg is back. He just gets gifted the leg. And it makes you realize how much this isn't the original by trying to bring back things from the original. Like, it's 4 years later, you don't think this guy would have gone on from this fucking leg? And how badly, like, there's a little time capsule of Christmas Story. And what else is fucked is that A Christmas Story, similar to, like, Hocus Pocus, perhaps, was not an instantaneous smash hit the way It's a Wonderful Life was, or, like A Miracle on 34th Street, so everyone's gonna. It was like, it did okay, and then it was like underground, and then syndication. TBS would play it all the time. Great move on their part, and now it's become a classic. It wasn't a classic in the sense like Citizen Kane, and you're like immediately like, this is the greatest film I've ever seen. It became one. So I feel like they lost the momentum then. If it was an instantaneous classic, it would have warranted a sequel. But now, since it took so long to become one, now, how many years later, when was this horrible? 2012, I forgot already. Now they have to make it. And they're like, well, it's a classic now, so we should really get on it. Just should have been about Ralphie as a father, and it could have even been played by Daniel Stern. I wouldn't have minded that one at all. Would have at least been some sort of, I would have at least felt like I watched time pass. Now I just feel like I'm watching a high school production of The Christmas Story, and they hired the gym teacher because he had the loudest voice. Needless to say, as enticing as it is that there is a Blu-ray and DVD combo pack, which I'm sure is chock full of extra features that you can't get anywhere else. Daniel Stern explaining his choices, probably. I will not be watching this film in full.